How to survive the slow season. Every restaurant has one. Today I've got 6 steps to help you survive those painful months and come out even stronger on the other side. Let's go! Hi, I'm Ben Capers, restaurant owner and founder of Restaurant Growth Solutions. If you want to accelerate your growth as a restaurant owner or restaurant manager, go ahead and subscribe, hit that bell notification so you don't miss anything. Whether you're in a college town turned ghost town in the summertime or in a tourist hotspot that goes cold in the winter, we all have times of the year where our sales slump. And the best way to survive these slow months is to go in with a strategic plan. The first step actually begins in your busy months. While business is still booming, you should start planning for the lean times that lie ahead. It's good to have an emergency fund that can cover unplanned expenses like replacing a heat and air unit or repairing a major leak in the roof. And there's no better time to build up that fund than when your cash flow is strong. A good rule of thumb is to set aside 5 to 10% of your gross annual earnings to help get you through your slow period. Also, with a bit of planning, you can save up money to put towards labor for your bad weather months when it gets harder to make payroll. Next, it's important to adjust your staffing levels as you head into your lean months. This can be challenging if you have any extra busy holiday weeks that are sandwiched between your slow weeks. But keeping a good mix of full-time and part-time employees can make managing those outlier weeks much easier. Running with smaller staffing levels will make it far less likely for you to overschedule and wreck your labor before the days even begin. Also, building in scheduled breaks and using swing shifts will help keep your labor costs down as well. One way to boost sales in your slow months is to plan special events for your slowest days and times. For example, if weeknights in the winter are historically slow, plan events on those nights that will drive people in. A great way to do that is to host give back nights for local schools and churches in your community. Let's say you select a different school and host an event targeted at them every Monday night. One week it's one elementary school, the next week it's another, and so on. Announce that you will donate 10% of your sales for that evening back to the featured school, and communicate the details of the event to school administrators so they can help promote the event to parents. Schools have hundreds of kids with hundreds of parents and siblings. These type of events create a high demand for your restaurant on those nights with the family and friends of those children. The same can be done with churches in your area, and the same concept applies. You have lots of people who are highly motivated to spend their dinner dollars with you. And if you plan for these events in advance, you can allocate your marketing dollars on paper toward making the donations back to these organizations. That way you won't just be donating away your profits for the night, because that cost will be a marketing expense. There are lots of other ideas and types of events you can do, like a karaoke night or bringing in local bands. Really, the limit is only your imagination. If you have a loyalty rewards program, you already have quite a bit of information on your most loyal fans. You have their contact information, and you know they love your food based on the frequency of their visits. So why not use that information to drive sales during slow months? You can create specials and discounts that are tailored specifically to your rewards members and blast them out via text or email. And this is another way you can advertise any planned special events as well. Controlling your food costs is important year-round, but in your slow months it can be more challenging than others. When you're busy, it's easy to keep food from spoiling because you're going through it so fast. But when things slow down, ordering perishables and produce requires a lot more attention, because if you overorder, you'll have spoilage, which will lead to higher food costs. I have another video about controlling your food costs that's linked up above. Another thing to consider is how much money you have tied up on the shelf. When cash flow is slow, the last thing you want to do is overorder and tie up money that could be used in other areas of your operation. Another way to boost sales in the slow times is to create and run contests for the employees. What we like to do is select an item with a high profit margin and have a cash prize for whoever sells the most of that item during the month. It gets the employees in the habit of upselling, which will actually carry over into the non-contest months as well. We like to run the contests a month at a time and try to make them friendly competitions. It keeps our employees engaged, and it also incrementally increases our profits. Listen, the lean months are painful for everyone, but with some planning and creativity, they won't feel as excruciating as they have in the past.